Listener's discretion is advised.
It's just for a baby.
Shooting for the stars. It's just for a baby.
We're here just for o'clock, like most of you motherfuckers say. Yeah, but we're here, man.
You know what time it is?
We're here, bruh.
You don't need to check that dial.
Cheeky check 1 2. Champion sound. We're in the place, man.
You want that? Listen.
Yo, that sounds too natural. And yeah, man. One day I'm just burning something. It was not a fat one, but yeah, it's a fucking joint. Yeah.
Aren't you the one who likes skinny girls?
Yeah, but I like a fat joint. The beauty in it, man. I just love looking at a fat fucking joint. So.
Well, you get a skinny one.
No, for women, I like them petite. Not even just skinny. Petite is different from skinny, by the way. Do you know that? A petite woman.
Yeah.
I always tell guys I like petite women, and they always
and
show
they send
me
you
skinny fucking women. I
Malnourished
don't like
bitches.
fucking. Yeah, man. Okay, no. that is going too far. I like fucking petite women. A petite woman.
But then people starve.
A petite woman.
For being malnourished.
Oh Lord, a petite woman. A petite woman has nice hips. There's a butt, literally.
Thigh gap.
Technically, you get what I'm saying? That's a petite fucking woman. She has a boob, bro.
Tingly.
Sure.
Nip
Yeah,
slips.
you know what I'm talking about. Stop sending me skinny fucking bitches, man. I'm not all about that shit.
Yeah, they're malnourished.
The malnourished motherfuckers. Yeah, it is there, but
being malnourished is different from starving.
Yeah. Anyway, someone may be starving and they're not malnourished. What the fuck is wrong with that fucking word in my mouth, man?
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
you can be starving, but
and,
you're not malnourished. And
I know the fucking difference. You should be preaching to these motherfuckers.
you can also be one other
Hold on.
cause of malnourishment in human beings is a deficiency in minerals in your diet. So if you're eating mando
all the fucking
like
time.
from Brian's statistics, if you remember from the previous episode,
Yeah.
chapati being the highest consumed, you're definitely going to be skinny. A skinny bitch that this nigga over here.
There are some nutrients you're gonna be missing. You need to eat things like, okay, you need to smoke some weed first and foremost. You need to have you some mango. You need to have you some raw cabbage.
Mango.
You need to have you some raw cabbage, man.
Some cabbage.
I love raw cabbage. I love my best fruit is the watermelon.
Cause nowadays.
Yeah,
they're full of GMO.
Yeah, man.
Fuck the
They're
GMO.
not watery. They're not watery like they. I don't know why they even still call them watermelons.
They're shit melons.
Yeah, shit. They are red. I don't know what. Anyway, it's still my favorite.
They're reddish.
Because I feel like a watermelon has no strings attached, man.
The OG watermelon.
The blind can eat the watermelon. Okay, they are more sicko, but no.
That's the beauty of it.
It's worth it.
Yeah. By the time you get the meat down, you have to have taken out all.
Yeah. That last piece of it.
Yeah.
You must have taken out everything. But I hear those things have no problems.
They have no problems. You can
swallow them.
But
they're sour. I've tried chewing them.
You go through the process, and
I
that
love
also contributes to nourishing. You don't just have to.
Did you know we are recording?
And
a serious episode, by the way.
Let's continue.
Yeah.
We just getting started, by the way.
You texted me. You texted me someday and told me we're celebrating our anniversary.
Hold on, before you go there, let me just finish my point about nourishment.
Talk to me.
You don't just have to be malnourished physically, because the mind is also a part of you, So if you're just going to be all about physical, you're going to miss the other non-tangible parts now.
Yeah, man.
That's where I come to nourishing your mind.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What are you feeding your mind with? What are you feeding your soul with?
What have I been feeding my soul with?
No, I'm not asking the question.
Yeah.
The question is for malnourishment.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What are you feeding your soul and mind with? The brain also gets, perturbed sometimes.
So you can also be malnourished there. So
mentally,
that's why when you said skinny bitches, I thought I should add malnourished.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I didn't talk about that, but also that contributes to that. Don't send me skinny.
Yeah.
Even
physically.
Yeah, mentally. Okay, yeah.
Besides the point.
These days, okay, I don't like reading. I don't enjoy reading.
Yeah.
I like watching and listening. There's something I was listening to and someone said, what did they say? Made me forget what I was gonna talk about, man. Oh, shut up. Shut up, man. This is a serious thing I was gonna talk about, man. But okay, yeah, I've remembered it. Someone talked about, it was about women and physical appearance. We always, when we're looking at, okay, even in men, the first impression, we always look at the first impression as something physical, but I don't need that anymore. Growing up is something else, man. You don't have to be beautiful to impress me. I don't need that at all. I need my peace. I need my mental. I need to be mentally okay, man. So if you come to me with all this beauty, the physical beauty you talk about,
free
man,
from the physical barriers.
I don't need that anymore. And I've come to learn that having a pretty woman is no longer peaceful. Pretty woman on the face and the fucking
skinny,
ass and shit.
The mind,
man, I no longer fuck with that shit. I fucked a pretty bitch and I was like, okay, she's pretty, but I don't like the way she thinks. And that was the last day. I think you saw my tweet. Leave pretty bitches alone, man. Leave fucking, okay, not all. I'm not, this may sound like I'm judging, but
disclaimer,
not all pretty girls are wise, man.
Got your point.
Not all pretty girls are tight, man, because everyone wants a pretty chick. Everyone wants to fuck that. So
because appearance.
I've fucked an average
impression.
I've fucked an average woman and I was like, yo,
no,
Bonani too tight, you know what I mean? Yo, like, you're enjoying this shit, like, yo, she's fresh, man. Like,
what do you mean?
I'm telling you, I've fucked average women most of my life.
What's average for you?
Women that men don't really approach so much. My caliber,
Alright.
I'm average, man. I'm an average man.
Omuntu wa
makati siwa wansi. Wansi is, I wouldn't want to, but omuntu wa wakati, you know.
I feel
the average woman. I want so. I'm an average man, and I'm okay with that.
Bitches.
Who fucks average bitches, man? And average bitches to the world, man. Trust me. Who doesn't want that pussy tight, man? Who doesn't want to kiss someone who has a nice scent, you know?
18 and over.
Who is not kissed like all the fucking time, bro? Who is not tapped on the ass all the time?
By the time they're 18, probably and all that shit. So,
but not so much like the pretty women, the so-called pretty faced and bums and all that shit women. I'd rather fuck someone who is average and fuck someone who everyone, because when you're moving in a pretty woman, everybody's gonna fucking be looking at you, bro. And I don't fuck with that shit anymore, man.
So for you, it's all about pretty is all about the attention.
An average woman will not cause so much attention like someone who
know there is that pretty chick that I like, right? You know her.
Who is that woman? Oh yeah. No, please let's not go there, man. Yo, I don't even want to think about that shit.
I know you don't like that lane, but
no, I like it, but I enjoy it actually. But I would rather run away from that.
So
she's really pretty.
And she's smart, so I also stick it up for the pretty women.
She's fucking smart.
And every other pretty people
She made us a meal that no one has ever made for me in my life. And I love that shit.
Yo, guys, she was taken, and
she is taken, man.
The show, she's still taken.
Still taken, bro.
Like that's this.
And the beauty about it is that they're not gonna know who the fuck to her. I'm not cutting shit.
My mess.
I'm not. Anyway, I'm the one who messes up. So literally, technically,
I'm still trying to recover from my type.
Okay, you were telling us this.
I was now getting into the zone for actually.
Yeah, man. So you give it to us. What has flown?
You need water.
Get that water.
So that I get it and
as you get that water, I'm telling them.
Tell them something.
I'm telling them that the beauty about this pretty woman that made us a meal that no one has ever made for us is you're not going to know who the fuck took that chick, man. But it doesn't stop the fact that she's a beautiful woman. I fucking like her, and the day I met her, I failed to make love to my woman then. And I'm putting it out there like that because I'm no longer with this chick. And so man. Who has that power, bro? Who has that power of you not making love to your woman when you look at someone like this? That's pure beauty, man. Not from just the outside.
See, this idiot was just a moment ago saying he likes average women. Now he's putting one pretty woman on a pedestal.
Yo, she's pretty and okay, I would fuck with that one. Cause she's fucking principled. She will not go out with anyone. You know how she thinks, man.
Do you think you're letting out too much now?
Huh? No, we're not letting, because they don't know who we're talking
They're
about.
about to know her.
They can't, man.
Ain't nobody gonna know her.
Even the owner can't know. Okay, not the owner, because at some point they'll say At some point they will separate, man. Even the owner can't.
It will come because in the since it's now storytelling, it's now storytelling o'clock. We're just about to get into just for burial.
This is just for.
We just
This is how.
we just
This is
just
the
about to get into the seat now.
Seat.
But
this nigga is like literally smiling all the fucking time. I don't know. It's not the weed because it does that all the time. I don't know why he's smiling. I was about to call her out, man.
But best part about all this is that there is always a flower in the garden.
Yeah, man.
And there is always another flower maybe or two or three, but one flower will always turn.
Yeah, man.
If it's in a community of organized people,
yeah,
they will maybe always wait for the flower to try to mature first. Sometimes.
But man, some flowers. Okay, if you really love, if you're passionate about flowers and maturing, you let it mature.
But then sometimes
if you,
one comes
if you appreciate nature
and picks the flower and goes with it, right?
And they will not know the
and
value.
Then they'll put that flower in a jar and keep watering it.
Watering the thing, man.
Okay. Then
I get where you're going.
Then the other, it's an organized community. The other person who noticed the flower, now it's gone, will watch this flower.
Just from the
and
side.
Like, okay, now they're watering the flower, but they were mean. They took it before it grew. Now I also want that flower. But then maybe they weren't mean, but they saw that this flower was right to be picked, and now
they weren't
watered
mean,
in
man.
a jar.
They liked what they picked.
They weren't mean. They picked it.
Yeah.
So this other person incidentally has to agree and let the flower go.
You have to fucking let it go, bro. It's not yours, man.
So time goes. This person has the flower.
Yeah.
This other person
Or
go.
Or there's an option. Or
I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm coming.
Okay. You're coming like
and then
C-U-M or
they eventually lose the flower.
Hold on. You're coming C-U-M or you're
eventually
C-O-M-E.
I don't know why it's very hard to answer that very simple
let's
question.
go. You can't answer to me about that shit, man.
But no, the answers take different directions.
Okay, yeah.
But I was coming to the point
that
at the end of it all, they lost the flower. Either it dried up because they didn't keep up watering it, or the flower grew out on them and it had to die anyway.
Yeah.
Or this guy maybe possibly took flower away, or other forces.
Yeah,
the cat beat the flower.
Me,
so
I think
you always lose the flower.
Me, I still think you can get the flower, whether it was picked, matured or not, by fighting for it.
So one flower is the girl whom you told them couldn't.
Whom we told them
make love
don't
to.
Put yourself, your fucking self out of that. Who we told you actually brought it up.
Then the pretty flower. Oh, this other flower is skinny flower by a skinny sort of flower by the pretty flower. Probably a rose is still in the garden, but none of them could see it because they weren't patient. Yeah, but then when you
they didn't look around.
They didn't look around
enough.
Yeah, I also didn't tell you about the rose because you had to wait until now to find out.
Yeah,
but then the rose is the pretty girl. So when you see the rose, come for the other flower.
I'm actually not looking at those flowers anymore, the pretty ones. I'm looking at other options. Like there's so many flowers in the what is it called? The collection of flowers. The what?
Bicycle?
Banquet, something of a sort. The collection of flowers.
Banquet.
Yeah, whatever.
Banquet.
I'm not an Englishman. I'm a Ugandan man.
How do you call it in Uganda?
I don't know, but I know
Chimuli.
Obviously, it can't grow alone, you know. Yeah, there are always gonna be other flowers. Just like you can't have one man. What the fuck is that? Just like you can't have one man, there are always gonna be other men, you know. You can't
for the rest of your life.
We can't all look at
like there are many other flower gardens.
Listen, there are things we can't understand. Like you can't be with one person for the whole of your life. It's a lie, man. It's a fucking scam. At some point,
happens, bro.
At some point,
people
you'll
get
separate
together,
man.
and it's only death that does them.
Nah. Okay, yeah. Still, you've separated, man. So you just have to be ready
now
for
you
that.
make sense.
It's just have to be ready for separation in everything you do.
But then if it's death separating you, literally you're not being separated. Your run is just ending.
But you're technically separated.
Not because of death.
Death will separate you.
The point is you're just dead. You're not separated.
The point is separation.
It's different. Yes, in the end you separate.
If there's pain in that separation, it's not good.
Why do you add pain to the mix?
Of course, there's pain. In separation, there's pain. Yeah, when I remove one beard from you, whether it's by the shaver, there's pain in there. Whether you die, it dies.
But then if I died and separated from my beard,
to you it will not be pain.
But then why are you bringing it to me? Let's stick to the fact that
I'm saying
a separation by death.
To you who is dying, you may not know that you're dead, but the people you're living on earth, the one that you like so much, you think you're not gonna separate with. I will cry, man. Okay, I will not cry when you die, because I know I'm ready for your death. I'm ready for anyone's death. I'm no longer crying when don't think you're so special in my life that I'll cry, man, because I know death is coming anytime.
Just gotta be ready for it.
Man. There's a guy I was with last week. He lost a sister, and I was like, okay, yeah, sister, it's emotional, bro. But I told him, man, now your next task is you should be ready for death anytime, any day, man.
It's coming for
it's
you.
Coming, bro. It's just like karma. You know, when you do something good or bad, that shit will always come back. 10 years, 5 years,
like
whatever.
I mean, recently, all death.
We're accountable for all the things we do, man, in life. If you fucking steal from me, that shit will come back to you. Yeah, I'll fucking steal from you again.
Or death one.
Yeah, so you will die, literally. Technically, you will die, not even literally. We will all die.
No, really? You're gonna die.
We are really gonna die, man.
Can we talk about something?
We must die.
More confusing than death.
Yeah? You wanna bring a mix into this?
Yeah.
What you got for
moral
me?
authority.
Hit me, man.
Moral authority and righteousness.
Yes.
Why?
I had to take a deep breath for that, man.
Humanity, like why humanity think upholding morals is more important than preserving love?
Facts, my nigga. Just keep going, man. I'm just
like,
here. I'm gonna be here.
I know. I'm thinking, why would we rather point fingers
at each other?
Yeah.
Or at things.
Yeah, about who's real and who is not, rather than sit together and try to uplift each other,
or live alongside each other,
or fit together.
Yeah, man. Okay, you can't fit together.
You can't try.
You can't fit together. You live together, you know, as a group or as a people. You can't. If you're trying to fit together, that means you don't belong there.
No.
There isn't such a thing as fitting, man. I should tell you that.
You cut me short, but if we can fit in the spaces allocated for us,
I don't believe in fitting, man.
If you could only listen,
okay,
maybe you could understand what I'm coming to.
Me, what I was cutting you short about is fitting. I don't believe in fitting. If you're fitting something, that means it doesn't belong there.
Yeah.
So,
but then life is not always going to be lived.
I know, but it's meant to be lived. We're not meant to survive.
Just because you're alive doesn't mean you're living. So
yeah,
to live life.
I'm not saying
to live life is not only about being alive.
So do you mean to live life I have to fit in something?
To live life, there has to be a purpose.
Yeah, purpose. Yeah.
There has to be a reason.
And your purpose is your purpose, right?
But that's not going to happen always.
Yeah, but your purpose is your purpose. I don't have to fit in your purpose to live life.
Keep cutting me short.
Yeah.
There are going to be times in life when you don't have to live, when your choice is not to just be alive and look for a reason or purpose. The times your purpose in life is going to be to survive a situation. Much as going through that situation might be living, but it's only later that you realize, okay, now I lived through that. What? Realize that you lived through that.
No, you didn't say real life.
Fuck English, man. I'm a Lubara dude from Maracha.
No, but my point is, life is not meant to be survived, bro. We're not meant to survive life.
I'm not speaking about meant to be or what is supposed to be, because no one knows it. You don't know what is supposed to be. I don't know. If you're out there and you know what is supposed to be, I know how I want to live life.
You can't take that away from me.
It's not what is supposed to be. You don't know what is supposed to be.
I know how I'm supposed to live life.
That is different from what is supposed to be.
Yeah, you're trying to bring
because if you knew what is supposed to be,
yeah, I wouldn't be like
you
this.
You couldn't have built the bridge in 1926 and it's working in 2022.
No.
That is why the bridge that was built in 1922,
do you know something called ability?
Is far different from the bridges that are built today, because what was built in 1922 is not what was supposed to be. It is just what was there at that moment.
Yeah.
So to be is not there. Supposed to be is not there. No one knows what is supposed to be.
Excuse me. Do you know something called ability? Yeah. So I may know how I'm supposed to live life, but I'm not able to do that. Yeah.
If they knew what it was supposed to be, that mark would be the same 20 years ago.
So you mean all these guys are just figuring
evolution
out?
Exactly. They figure things out.
God.
Yeah.
That's not right.
What? How do you think things are improved on? They have to figure things out.
Okay, yeah.
They have to figure something out to build another thing. How do you not know that? Because
they
if you can't figure a new thing out, you're going to stay obsolete and at the same
they do
point.
that, but these guys literally know what to do.
No.
Listen, there's a limit to knowledge, man. People are always gonna come, because how do you think they do these things? They don't try out things. Someone who is more knowledgeable comes out and they're like,
a simple question.
They enlighten you
how many
about
times did
don't take me
the
through
SpaceX?
Don't take me through
How many times
I'm not good with history,
did the
man.
SpaceX have to be successful?
Yo.
How many failures did it go through?
They just didn't know
before
what
they
to do.
made the fact.
They just didn't know what to do.
If they knew what was supposed to be, they could have made the final project on the first attempt. But they had to go through different failures.
Yeah,
different
they didn't know what they were
explosions.
doing. My point is they didn't know what they were doing. Simply
So how
that.
did they come up with the final if they didn't know what they were doing?
Those are just forging.
They're
Those guys were just
DJ.
forging, man. Those were just forging.
Okay, let me use. Let me break it down.
Hold
further.
on.
Yeah?
Hold on. Going to the space is not a skill that you have to learn. You know?
Going to what?
To space.
What is it? What is it?
It's not a skill you have to learn.
What is it?
I don't know what it is, but it's not a skill.
So if it's not a skill, what is it? You can't say it's not a skill.
But it's not a skill. Is it a skill?
What is it?
Is it a skill?
You're the one arguing that. So
I'm
you
not
tell
arguing.
me what
I'm
is
just
it?
telling you it's not a skill. I don't know what it is, but it's not a skill, bro.
What is a skill?
A skill is something you learn, you forge and learn. Because it's not special that I'm a DJ, bro.
Can I tell you what a skill is? A skill is a set. I'm giving you the.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the
technical.
The definition first. A skill.
The dictionary description
is a set of knowledge, that you can transform into action.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But anyway, you're right.
Actually, no, it's not about being right.
You have a point.
It's not about being right and having a point. I want us to understand each other on that.
Yeah.
That
you're probably making research on site.
No, I'm just opening for you a document.
No, you're making research.
I'm just opening for you a dictionary.
I know what a skill is.
Okay, what is a skill? I asked you what is a skill. You said it's
in my point of view, it's anything you learn, man.
Well, let me read it for you from here.
And anything you
learn
and practice.
A skill is the capacity to do something well. Technique, ability, skills are usually acquired, learned, as opposed to abilities, which are often thought of as innate. So it doesn't mean that it's something you can forge. You have to learn it,
bro.
It has to be a set of knowledge that you have to acquire first. Then you can transform that
in reality
into something you can do. Because I'm coming. You can't skill like repairing cars. You can't do that without having the knowledge.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether it is academic knowledge or street knowledge, you have to have the set of knowledge and then transform it into something that you can do.
Realistically speaking, if you do something fail.
So we go back to the point of the space. If you say,
okay, yeah,
I want you to break down that for me and tell me what you meant.
You got me, man. If those guys were going to space and failing, that means they didn't know what they were doing, man. They were just trying to figure out things.
You're just bluffing, because I think if they can try and fail,
you don't try.
And try again and fail,
you don't try.
And then on the last attempt, you manage to make it. That means, without even telling what that means or think of what is, I was trying to break it down further. Personally, in my personal project, I've had to try. I've made projects and I've crossed them out, thrown them to the bin, done that again, and it didn't work. And at times, this has gone on for months and months and months.
Sympathizing with yourself,
but in the end I get what I want. So if you told me I didn't know what I was doing,
but did you?
Of course I knew what I wanted, but I didn't know what was supposed to be.
That's what I'm trying to talk about.
I'll keep taking you back. I'll keep tracking you back until we reach the root of where I was going. Then I'll continue.
Okay, yeah.
No, the righteousness bit.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, we digressed, but I'm trying to go back. So if one knows what is supposed to be,
that's a huge debate, man.
Which I started and I'm still going.
Yeah. So I think we should just continue with what we are supposed to actually do.
If one knew what was supposed to be, then there would be no point living. You would just make what is supposed to be, go to bed, sleep for the rest of your life. The earlier you did it, the better. But that's not what happens.
Yeah.
That's why I have a Huawei
that has
I have a Huawei certain series, but there is one after it, there is one before it, and it's a series of stuff because they keep figuring out what is better and what's not. So
those guys are just,
I hope you realize that
they're just forging, man. They're playing with our minds.
Well, you could try playing with other people's minds with your own products.
I always play with people's minds,
but we're not going to go into that.
Yeah.
I want to continue with the bit of righteousness.
Yes.
Why people really think they have to uphold themselves as like headmaster of we are on good and bad, truths and wrongs, you know? Like sometimes it's because of religion. Actually, it's mainly because of three things. The society we grow in.
Force.
Yeah.
Not
actually,
force.
this is a simple fact. Much of our personalities and traits are reflected and influenced on us by our societies.
That's a fact.
Religions.
Fact.
You know.
Yeah.
And
I should say brainwashed. Mostly what those things do to us is brainwashing, man. Literally. You grow up knowing something is rightful and you think it's rightful. You know, you grow up knowing
it's one thing to be brainwashed, but then what makes you think that you're better than another brainwashed person? Like,
living in the same society.
Where does that come from? So the problem in itself is not your religion or your society, or let's say your family, to be more precise, because society is quite wide. Society, there are communities, and it can be work, it can be where you've grown from, and then traditions too, our traditions and cultures. So those impact us a lot. That's why when you look at millennials today, most of them detach from their cultures and traditions. But then in a bid to do that, the human nature always wants to identify. So psychologically, they just always happen to pick up another culture or a bunch of other cultures to mix up and just copy and try to emulate. In the process, they lose theirs, of course.
That's what we're doing mostly in Africa, because we're
trying to shed away our roots. Bombo.
Picking up Western cultures and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, at some point, what they're doing is right, but we don't have to forget where we're coming from. Because the good thing with Africa, we know where we come from. But most of
we try to blind ourselves. The little monies.
Most of those motherfuckers, the black, I can give an example of a black Americans.
These people think when they get some money and then learn some foreign accents or learn some foreign
or fly outside,
good stuff, and then they think shinier than at another guy, or because they've gone to some fancy schools, or they have friends. They forget where they come from, man. But money doesn't change anything about your roots
the worst.
Or where you come from. Your hair, if you spray it with the fucking doom, it won't change the fact that at the root it is your hair.
It's your hair, man.
Yeah, man. Unless you got some cancer.
The good thing is, I like the fact that I recognize where I'm coming from. But not most of the cultures from the Western world are bad. Some of these things are actually good, man.
But without pointing fingers about good or bad, what I would like to emphasize most is that these things in themselves, they don't actually brainwash us. I was saying religion on its own doesn't brainwash you. Your traditions alone don't. Or the society. It's combined effort. Everyone takes a piece. Society gets a piece of you.
Religion
Pastor gets a piece of you. So in the end, it's that mix. Again, it's a mix of culture. Because if you ask me for a personal opinion, by the way, I think this should be at the beginning of the show. There is a disclaimer for this, and the disclaimer is that no one is righteous.
Yep.
You are not righteous. You ain't shit.
If we keep trying every day, we're not fucking righteous, man. If you keep going and be like, okay, I have to go harder today.
There is just no person who is righteous on earth, because righteous means you're free of sin.
Righteous means you're perfect, man.
You're perfect. You're the fucking angel. Fucking angel. Suck a dick, man.
Suck your.
Ain't no fucking perfect person. Everybody.
Suck your black look better.
Anaconda.
Anaconda.
6.
Aish, bruh.
Yo.
Yeah.
Fuck all that shit. People thinking they're the most righteous because their mama told them they've gone through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And now they think they're the strongest person out there, so they have to be.
Probably you're just
they're the alpha.
Probably you're just more informed, man, than someone else.
Yeah, or you've endured more. Or because you have money, maybe you come from a prestigious background. You're learned, and you think because of that, because you're more informed than others,
you think,
you have no sin. But you forget one thing: everybody sins. By the way, everybody sins. We all sin.
We live in sin itself.
Of suffering and tragedy. Yeah. You can't be stressed as a Ugandan.
If only we knew the truth.
And you're trying to live righteously.
If only we knew the truth about our originality and how
we come from.
Everything came about, man.
They knew they were not righteous.
There would be no sin, bro.
They knew they were bad people.
Yep.
and they knew they sinned. But today we try to be better.
Yep, you just wake up and fucking try again, man.
Fucking sheepskin.
Yeah, but fuck righteousness. Talking about righteousness, it reminds me of how I want to banter women today, and how they think they are right about everything. But I really love women so much, and if you know me, man, you know I fucking love women so much. Yeah.
The booty girl, them.
Yeah. Whenever I lock my screen and unlock it,
booby.
It wakes up to some nice booty. But in fact that these fucking women think they are right, or that they think they're the fucking
society has spoiled them to
think they're the most precious item in society.
It looks like it looks like they're trying to balance out the hate and troubles women went through in the 19th century,
the early days.
The early days, where if a woman talked too much, buckled her mouth, and
looks like
they made a device for it, and like just
looks like they're trying to pay back for that.
Yeah, they're trying to pay that shit.
Technically, they can't, man.
And the way they used to burn witches at the stake, they're paying back for it now, and society is being like, here, get it, take it,
get it, man, take it,
get a free pass.
Even laugh at men that are trying to support women and this shit, man. Okay, I'm not trying to take sides, but just know your lane, man, and maintain that shit. You don't have to take a certain side to being a woman doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be in favor of the women all the time.
Yeah, it's just about acknowledging.
Yeah, it's just knowing facts and truth, man. Doesn't mean if I'm a man and a man does wrong, I have to be on his side.
To be on his side. Yeah. Be straight, be real.
Just be factual, man.
101.
Most of you guys are living in fiction.
You live a life of fantasy,
Y'all are living in fiction.
Repent.
Man. I mean? Talking to women about this shit of society made me think. All these women.
If you're doing it in honesty, well done.
Yeah, man. If you're being honest,
if you're sticking up for a woman because she's a woman, you're a dick.
Yep.
If you're sticking up for a woman
because she has a point,
or because she deserves what is at hand, kudos.
Yeah, man.
It's that simple. Don't be fuckery like the government giving women 1 point free just
because they are women.
Fucking women. What the fuck?
Even the education system that gives them a point.
Yeah, that's the fucking government.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like that shit stresses me. Back then, I used to being brainwashed and I didn't have so much information. I used to think it's okay, they are women. And growing up, man, I think about all that shit and I'm like, bro, this shit doesn't make sense at all, man. We are all human beings. We go through the same shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you want to lure more girls into school, how about you give them some free pads? Fucking sanitary pads, for fuck's sake. You're buying MiGs and sending military to foreign countries, to neighboring countries, but you're giving girls 1 point free to get to university. No, give little girls protection from rapists and defilers and give them some fucking sanitary pad.
They need that.
Then maybe we can talk about getting into university. Yeah, that's the fucking government blinding people and
this guy is just literally what I realized
society is just giving them.
What I realized about the government is just wants to make money off everything. Because if we don't join campus,
and they just want to make,
if we don't join university, probably they're not making so much money like they should be.
Yeah.
And I don't know where this money goes, man, because we literally pay tax. And you do know that in Uganda everyone pays direct tax. Everyone was like, I can't meet at home. Okay, not in Uganda.
But let's first stay on the righteousness part. To be right is
to
be like, I'm right, you're wrong. I can't eat pork. It's wrong. But the Russian will tell you, I live for pork and vodka.
Yeah.
If not, you'll just say da and cooperate.
Who are you? I don't like that shit, man. I don't side with. I don't fuck with people that think like that. Eat your pork, drink your alcohol. I don't have a problem with that. My religion doesn't allow that.
But then, where the moral code becomes broken, is that some religions make you hate another
certain things
because they are doing something wrong.
You think is wrong.
No. Quote me.
No, I'm not quoting you.
No, quote me right.
The religion will make
you hate
another religion
person because they're doing something wrong according to the religion.
Yeah, because
you're doing something wrong.
They think is wrong.
Yeah, so maybe I should kill you for that.
That's what I was saying.
You don't have to be alive because you did that. But then why in the fuck is the same religion making it okay for you to hate another?
That's like hating, man.
That's a fucking shot to your face, you know. It's like, oh, you turn around and then put
You see,
gun at the back of your head.
When I got heartbroken, when they broke up with me,
it's like you're shooting your own foot.
I didn't break up with anyone. When they broke up with me,
in the name of a fucking religion.
When they broke up with me, what kept on going through my mind was that I asked pastors around, by the way, and I'm like, if I had someone that I was in love with for all this time, why does a fucking religion have to make me hate? Does that religion preach hate? You know what I mean? Like, why would you hate on someone because they are of a certain religion?
Someone will argue that nowadays the norm is the word they use most. Me, I'm not into religion.
Yeah.
My God is personal. But then, okay, so let's throw out the word religion and bring in the word faith, manipulation.
Yeah.
Manipulating people based on their faith. So they know you have a faith in God, so they will manipulate you according to that. Because according to the Bible, prayers are heard better when you pray in groups.
For real?
And louder. Yeah, it must be about the Bible. Because that's all they do. Praying in groups, loud. Yeah, that's the best way prayers can be heard.
That's worse, man. That's worse. That's like,
so the moment you come together as a group of people, to be honest, by the way, blunt fact, a group of people in a church is the same as a group of rebels in the bush. Because both and a battalion of army soldiers on the other side, those three are the same. Because at the end of the day, they are manipulating you, your mind, and your belief system and your faith.
Because there's a leader there who is
Yep. There is one leader
who is trying to tell you what to do.
So the only difference between these is that the church people have an invisible commander-in-chief. The army guys have a commander-in-chief who's actually visible.
Yeah.
And the rebel guys have a general or commander who is also visible. That's the only difference. Otherwise, all of you are being manipulated the same way.
Yeah, but
and in the end, each of these people will make you believe that you're right with all these doctrines that they'll be putting into you, your minds, you know. One will tell you you're right because the most unknown says so, or the Alpha and Omega says so. Another will say you're right because commander said you should do this, or the jeshi ni moja, after all tulimaje. Or the other will just tell you we need to do this because that's the only way we shall survive. So to each of the three categories of people, they are righteous, they are right, and if you're not doing what they're doing, or if they don't like what you're doing,
but what happens,
you are wrong.
What happens in because I'm a religious person,
Yep.
I would cut you short because in religion
you have to cut a lot.
Yeah, in religion, the preachers don't think they are right, because I've been to both the church and I'm always at the mosque.
Okay.
They don't say that they are right,
but
they always tell you the right thing, what they think is right.
That's the same thing.
Yeah,
I'm not. I don't see a difference there.
But you said, I heard you say they are righteous and we are wrong.
Yeah,
the sheep.
Because the preacher tells you what they believe
is right,
or read from the book.
Not that they are right.
To be right, not that they are right. They say this is the word and this
page.
is right. So in the end, when you receive the word and practice basing on the word, you'll be righteous.
You don't just get righteous, by the way.
Well, that is important. As I said with the disclaimer, none of
righteousness is just something you work for. But remember, me, what always keeps me going, I don't lose the humanity in me.
Yeah. Stay kind at least.
Just be who the fuck you are, man.
Yeah, that's the least
you being religious or something.
Stay kind. Your religion is yours.
Yeah, that's something you practice as a person. It's a personal thing.
Yeah, you don't have to impose it on every other person. Your moral code, keep it.
I think that's the only.
Keep it in your pants.
That's the only advice I can give any religious person, or someone
not
who practices.
Only religious, any indoctrinated person, even somebody with a PhD who thinks that they can talk down on a cleaner. Fuck you too.
Just be human.
Keep your moral code in your pants. Stay kind, man. Even somebody who thinks because they're at a higher rank than another.
Even these stupid women who think they are.
Or you think you have more money, or you think you need and deserve more because you are a woman. 2 nice melons on your chest. That
will outgrow as you grow up. They'll vanish, man, and become slappers.
But then the petite titties.
I know, but
nice.
At some point, bro, they will grow up.
All titties are nice.
They will die.
All titties are nice, and all titties are going flat. If it's not going flat, probably operated on. It's not natural.
Yeah.
Don't quote me wrong.
You're right.
Some stay steady. Some girls love to work out. They like to keep healthy. So
yeah.
If you're not doing that, if you're not keeping healthy, then your whole body will generally just slap.
You're just eating every day, eating pork, drinking alcohol. And you don't take a run at least once a month,
My brother who brought a lady to the Kaya Dondo. Yeah.
Famous
a little nice.
Famous for pork.
We're not body shaming, by the way, just describing.
Yeah.
When we keep using
just a little conversation.
Skinny, a nice skinny girl them. So ideally,
not being fat is
you'd
not,
expect
not bad, but being
expect,
fit is what is.
I love fat girls.
Yeah.
That's my weakness.
I don't fuck with thick women though.
This is for the record. That's my weakness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I like looking at ass and thighs and all that shit, but
nice thighs on my face.
I don't
crush my whole face. Squatters' rights, But besides, like
the story.
So he brought her, they're having a nice time and a nice date.
Yeah.
Things go fine. Order some animal. Order the thing.
The famous thing.
Yeah, the famous thing. Pig.
Obviously.
Pig body parts.
If you know Kaya Dondo.
Kaya Dondo, Yeah. Well, some people don't know Kaya Dondo. They need to know Kaya Dondo pork hub.
Yeah.
Animal hub.
Pork hub.
Yeah, dead animal hub.
That's crazy.
So they order for 8 sticks. 2 people, And for anyone who has gone to Kaya Dondo, you know what I'm talking about. 8 sticks is quite a lot.
Yeah.
So the man them has 1 stick.
They must be fans.
Yeah. The man them goes easy, First date wagwan. Hey man, the woman. You wouldn't expect, stereotypically, you wouldn't expect a skinny person to like munch heavy.
Yeah, but the skinny people are the most they
we
hold
really
a lot,
do.
man.
We really do.
Yeah, I can tell from.
Wait, then stereotypically, we are not. Skinny person is a hogger, right?
You wouldn't expect them to eat that much, but they're the most.
Yeah, but that's it. Then it's not even a stereotype, I think, because going by statistics, we really do represent. So she go 1, she go 2 sticks, and she down an island.
How about the mandem?
Mandem is on 1. Yeah, man, mandem go easy.
like we do, man. We always go easy, bro.
Yeah, Young King has to go easy all the time. Man. So hey, man, he's a bit stunned and he's watching. So his mind is now cooking. Like, how is this happening? A woman goes 3, 4, and then 6.
Then he has 2 left, like 1
left.
The one that he
1
has
left. Yeah. She down 6, and now 1 left. He finished this. Like,
what am I up against, man?
He dumped her that day, man. Like, because of pork.
But the money he spent,
is it
man.
worth it?
What is the value the money he spent, man?
Is it worth it, ladies, getting dumped for pork?
Yeah, it's worth it for them. At least
6 sticks of
that
pork.
guy lost it, man.
No, she went home full.
That guy lost everything.
Yeah, he lost
the chick.
Probably lost a
lost
good
the
woman
money.
in there.
Lost the pork.
Yeah.
Because he was being, I don't know. That is the most. That's the stupidest.
Yeah, I think it's worth it though.
Nah, bro, I don't side with that shit, man. Like, yo, how do you
nothing.
How do you fucking spend like 30-40K on something and then you lose out on that guy? Man, I'm only pissed that guy didn't get pussy, man. Like, you at least first grab some, man. Then you dump that stupid fuck of a woman.
He doesn't like people who take too much pork. It's
bro.
Probably it's not in his.
I know, but at least first get some pussy, man. Get something for yourself, my friend. You don't lose out on shit like that.
It's just for a baby. This was episode what?
I don't know. This was supposed to be episode 18, man.
This is 17.
17?
Yeah, episode 17.
Okay.
We have no sponsor, by the way.
We're moving on.
Have no sponsor.
Yeah, by choice.
The first sponsor was like, they were also too righteous.
Yeah.
Remember that? Oh no, that wasn't a sponsor.
That was just an affiliation.
Yeah, PK.
Yeah, but anyway, we're hopeful. Let's bring in that money. We can do it, man. We can do all of that.
Yeah, we are.
We're just for Kelele and everything, man. So many affiliates in here. It's been a pleasure, man, being back on Just For, by the way. I've not been recording for the past 3-4 episodes. Yeah, but I've always been around as a general, Yazime.
All the mixing, all the mastering,
yeah, man.
All the edits,
yeah, man.
Didn't come from him.
Bring in those jingles, bro. Let's keep working.
He's making me a sick group. So anyway, it was Just For episode 17, and this month we are making 4 years on air.
It's very special, man. man. It's a man.
I think on the next episode we should talk about our experiences. Is it too soon? Why we?
No, I think let's leave that for episode 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on the next episode,
the finale. Isn't it gonna be the finale for the season?
Should be the finale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably talk about that. Give those it's been a fucking long
roller coaster.
Bro, roller coaster.
It's been a roller coaster. The people involved.
We're here, man. Oof. We got some bad energy people.
Yeah, along the way. That's why.
You know.
Bad things have been happening.
So many things, man. Let's keep
Good
that.
things have been happening.
I think that's going to be my best episode
for all of them.
That's what I live for, man. Like, yo, that's going to be one badass episode.
I think the listeners might never know.
Yeah.
They never grasp the whole depth of an episode because they never really know the story behind each episode. Kid you not, every episode was has a story behind it.
Yeah.
Each and every episode.
And it's crazy, man.
And these are stories that probably just stopped me on a random chilling day, and I'll just be able to tell you that story. Man. Otherwise,
these are not things you just forget, man.
Yeah, these are memories.
Alright.
My name is
Shakur.
Cool.
Random roots, man.
Yeah, you know.
That thing keeps confusing me all over. And I keep looking for you, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy, man? How did he change this shit, man? I keep looking for African roots. I find so many, accounts, and I'm like, I keep going to my notification just to find you, man. I have to go through my notification to find you.
Sometimes I hit up people and they're like, who is this?
Fuck is this, man?
Yeah, who is this?
I don't think you have a picture of you on
pics are there.
Why do I have to go through you? Remember, if I don't know your handle, I can't reach you. I can't go through your media. Yeah, it's really painful, but yeah, that's your life, man.
I know, man.
It's about you, bro.
And
just for baby.
It's just for
we are at outer road.
Mind your mental health.
Yeah, man.
Your mental health.
Yeah, man.
Choose peace. Spread love and be kind, people.
Be who you are, man.
Be kind, be you, stay
are.
real, man.
Yeah, be real,
Nail
man.
some hoes.
You being a star doesn't mean you should drag people around.
Yeah.
Just be who the fuck you are.
Kill the stress, but don't get abusive with the drug.
That's
peace.
Smoke some weed, man.
And don't litter. Yeah, weed is drug.
You fucking smoke some weed, yeah.
Smoke some weed every day. Let's smoke the seed.
Smoke weed every day.